Novocaine is directed by Dan Burke and Robert Olson. It stars Jack Quaid, Amber Midthunder, and Ray Nicholson. When the girl of his dream is kidnapped by bank robbers in a bank heist, Nate uses his particular ability to not feel pain into a strength as he tries to get the girl of his dreams back. I was excited to see Novocaine just mainly because of Jack Quaid. I think that Jack Quaid is a great actor, and I personally really enjoyed Novocaine. It's not a perfect film, it's got problems, but overall, I thought that it was a really fun and violent action movie. I was impressed with the filmmaking involved and with the acting. I like I said, really enjoy Jack Quaid in movies. I think that he is very charismatic, and he also has proven that he has a lot of range. Like, he can do a comedic role, he can do a more like a dick character, or he can do something like Novocaine, which is a very funny role. He has a lot of things to do and kind of like ridiculous, but I think that it was treated in a way that was pretty like unique and original, and I enjoyed the concept of this movie. Like, a guy that can't feel pain is going after robbers to save his new girlfriend. I thought that it was a really unique premise, and I enjoyed myself for a good majority of this film. I also liked Amber Midthunder in this movie. I'm not really familiar with her previous works, but I thought that she was really good, and also thought that they had really good chemistry with one another. Jack Quaid and Amber really worked well in this movie. They don't like know each other a lot before this bank heist. I would have liked maybe a little more time, a little more setup with these characters before she gets taken, but I thought that both of them worked really well together, and I thought that they had a good chemistry. I liked all of the bank robbers in this film. They don't get a lot to do, and like, I would have liked them to be written a little bit better, but I like these characters. Like, the most important one in this film is Ray Nicholson, who is actually the son of Jack Nicholson. And I haven't seen him a lot in movies either, but I think that he was good here, even though like his character is pretty dumb. He is really not a menacing villain. I think that they made his character more of a like a joke, or like this sort of bumbling idiot. But I enjoyed the performance. I thought that Ray Nicholson was pretty good, and I am curious to see more Ray Nicholson in more stuff. The movie is also pretty bloody and violent. I would have appreciated maybe a little more violence in the film. I thought that there was a decent amount, but I think that they could have gone a little more bloodier. Like, it's rated R, but I felt like they could have just went for it all out. But as it stands, it's pretty violent. Like, I was satisfied mostly with how violent and brutal this is, and like Nate gets all types of injuries in this film, and he can't feel anything, and I feel like he would probably have died like earlier in the film, and I don't think that he would have survived in real life as long as he did. But it was still a fun premise, and like, there's this scene in this apartment that's, this is a minor spoiler, it doesn't really ruin anything, but there's a scene in this apartment where like it's just filled with booby traps, and it reminded me a little bit of Home Alone. But Nate is inside this apartment, and like, he is hit by the traps one after the other, and he doesn't feel anything, but he is constantly annoyed. It was really a great scene, and I really enjoyed that part of the movie. I thought it was the best part of the film. The direction of the movie was good. Directors really got good performances out of their actors, and I liked all the camera shots in the movie. I thought it was filmed well. The movie was a bit slightly long, but I think that the runtime was like almost just okay. Like, it was maybe 10 to 15 minutes too long. But it didn't really bother me as much as like Mickey 17, where you could feel like the runtime dragging near the end. I didn't feel the runtime drag here, which is a plus. Like, I thought that it ended where it needed to end. It's just like the ending is a bit ridiculous. It's a bit over the top, and I think that's one of the flaws in the movie. It just goes like to many places, and it almost felt like random, just like script says so, and It really didn't make any sense. I'm not gonna spoil too much of the movie. I'm talking about it more in the spoiler section of this video. And also, there's a twist in the middle of this movie. I'm not gonna reveal what it is, but I would have liked it to have been revealed at a certain moment. I thought that the twist was revealed too early in this movie, and I felt like the impact was kind of lessened. But yeah, I thought the action was cool. Like, and Nate is just an everyday man. He is not like this superhero at all, even though he has this kind of superpower. He is really just a loser, kind of, at first. This feels like a John Wick movie without it being a John Wick movie. But, like, there was humor added in, and the tone does seem a bit jumbled in this movie. Like, sometimes it goes way over the top, and sometimes it's, like, deadly serious. I felt that there was a clashing of tone throughout the film, but, again, it didn't bother me as much. I was having a good time with the film. It was just a solid, entertaining action movie, and I didn't expect this movie to be more than that. And I was entertained. I was pleasantly surprised. I'd give this movie a B. A solid B. I think it was an enjoyable, fun time at the movies, and I don't think you'll be disappointed if you go out to see Novocaine. We are now at the spoiler section of this video, so if you haven't seen the movie yet, please turn this off. I want to talk about the twist in the film. We learned that Amber's character is actually like one of the siblings of the bank robbers, and I felt like the way it was done was a bit weak. We should have learned this at the same time Nate did. And I get it, like, why they sort of did it the way they did, because, like, we sort of dread the way Nate finds it out. Like, we sort of feel sorry for Nate, and that she manipulated him into loving her. But I think that the twist would have worked a lot better if we just didn't know she was in on it. I mean, really, would you continue to date a person after she just, like, manipulated you, and like she is part of this whole bank robbery setup? Like, I don't think you would continue dating this person. To me, it felt a bit forced at the end that they continue to see each other, and like he goes to visit her at prison. She has a 6-month sentence, and he goes to see her. It felt a bit forced. I thought that the movie should have ended like at the warehouse, like when there's this big shootout, the cops arrive. I thought that Ray's character was really dead, and he should have been dead. Like, I thought that it went way too long. The movie sort of never really ended, and I didn't like what happened really after that. It felt so random, and like the cops are really dumb in this movie. Like, they help like two sort of felons. The cop, a woman, she helps the girl, Nate's girlfriend, and she also like helps Nate's friend. Like, no cop would do that, and I just didn't really buy it. The script, it felt like it was happening this way because the script said so. Like, it didn't feel natural at all, and I was kind of disappointed with the ending of this movie. Also, like, I like the ending shot of Nate like enjoying the pie, but I would have liked to have seen him like chew on his tongue, and then we see like a little bit of blood run out. Like, I thought that was gonna end this way, but it didn't. But overall, I enjoyed this movie. I think that it has tone issues. It's a little bit too long, and I would have liked a little more violent in the movie. But overall, I had fun, and I'd recommend Novocaine. Let me know what you think about the movie down in comments below. Please like, comment, subscribe, and see you next time.